So today we're going to talk about trading in your vehicle compared to privately selling your vehicles to someone. Now, this typically requires considerable effort on your end as far as the marketing, placing the ads. Sometimes you have to pay for that, taking phone calls, dealing with strangers, and getting test drives set up. They're coming to your own personal house, complete strangers. And there's a lot of scams out there, so just be wary of that. Another thing to consider as you're weeding through the countless messages and emails and calls and weeding through all the scams is you may not be able to sell your current car as fast as you want to buy your next car. You have the car you're interested in and you have to sell yours. It's going to take you a considerable amount of time to sell that. You might have to purchase your new one first, then wait to sell your car. And you're not going to have that money as down money to help lower the offset of that loan. It's going to raise your payment on that vehicle. Or you might have an overlap if both are being financed. You have two payments. Another thing to consider is all of the legal work. I'm not sure about you, but I work in the auto industry and I don't know how to do all this correct state work to make sure if I'm selling a vehicle that it comes out of my name correctly and into the next person purchasing my vehicle, make sure it's in their name correctly. So I want to make sure that's done correctly. A big thing to consider as far as the money is if you're working with a dealership or privately selling and you're only a couple $100, even $1,000 away, depending on the value of that vehicle, that can make a huge difference. In the state of Pennsylvania, it's called the trade-in tax credit, and that's 6% in Pennsylvania. So if you're only a few dollars away between trade-in and privately selling it, let the dealership do it, because if you have a car that's worth $20,000 and you privately sell that for $20,000, then you would have a $20,000 down payment on the next vehicle. Now, if you trade it in, that $20,000 turns into $1,200 of tax credit, totaling that the total value of that vehicle, and then becomes $21,200 towards your next purchase. That's a huge savings as well. If you have any questions about this, comments, leave it in the chat. Until next time, see you later.